Hey, what's going on, folks? Coach Marcus, Pro Film Talk. Wanted to give some quick comments on this Zach Wilson situation. Now, this is after the game. So, that kid, Mike White. Mike White beat the Bears 31-10. Now, you can talk about how bad the Bears offense is and all of that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, Mike White went 22 for 28, 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now he's got touchdowns to, looking at the stats as I'm talking. You got Garrett Wilson, 5 receptions for 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. Elijah Moore, 2 receptions, 64 yards, 1 touchdown. Conklin had three catches for 50. Bam Knight, 3 catches for 34. Uzoma, 3 catches for 17. And Ty Johnson, Michael Carter, Denzel Mims, Corey Davis, Braxton Berrios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 receivers caught passes. 10 receivers caught passes. So, what is White seeing that Zach Wilson didn't see? That goes back into, if you're looking for a reason, and when you're at that podium and you're not going to accept responsibility, people are going to look at you crazy. I don't know if anybody caught the exchange from, I can't remember who it was from Denver that was walking off the field and just snapped at Russell Wilson. If you are not playing good, everything is brittle. Everything can just crumble, slightest sign of everything not going your way. For Mike White to get on that field and go off, that is a huge piece of humble pie that Zach Wilson has to take. And it ain't nobody's fault but himself. Because they looking at the same film. Now you can say it was against Chicago, not a good team, whatever. You can put all of that stuff in it if you want to. All I know is when that kid got on the field, that team looked better. Very similar to what the Commanders look like when Heineke's on the field as opposed to what Carson Wentz looked like out there. Zach Wilson sitting on the bench, watch and learn. Because even though you were the number 2 pick in the draft, if you're not winning games and you're not being a good teammate, especially if you're the quarterback, you're the leader of the team. When you're the quarterback, they put a C on your chest by default. So if you can't handle that responsibility, props to Robert Saleh to get him out of there, to make that call. Because most teams won't make that call. They'll come up with some BS reason. We talked about it internally, blah, 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 and go back to the same routine and hope for the best. Because that's a crazy move that the Jets did, because they got a winning record, they are in playoff contention, and you make a change like that. That is huge, especially if it doesn't work. Zach Wilson got a lot to learn. He might not see the field for the rest of the year unless, knock on wood, this kid gets hurt, Mike White gets hurt. But now everybody on that New York Jets offense sees the spark, and they're going to play for Mike White. And Zach Wilson has to be in those meeting rooms and those film study rooms, and he got to listen to everybody praise Mike White. And every time they do that, he going to feel like a fool. That's the way it goes sometimes. You got to put up or shut up. All right? Getting ready for this Eagles game. It is 6 o'clock, and we still got some time, and we still got a couple games left before we get to the primetime game. So we'll see what's going to happen. Go Birds.